This is my second video update for the day, and it's early evening here. The sun is kind of settling here in Bafos. Beautiful town, a real beach town, but also a very historic town, and hopefully I'll be able to take everyone around this beautiful place while I'm here. So let's just walk to the harbor. It's called Gato Bafos, the lower part of Bafos, and we'll talk about the news. I'll do a very quick video right now because we do have some breaking news. The big news is that Russian President Putin has signed a decree for retaliation against the sanctions that were placed on Russia from unfriendly nations, as the Kremlin calls them, the unfriendly nations. And the decree that Putin has signed for Russia in retaliation to the sanctions has to deal with exports. In other words, the Kremlin is going to ban any government entities, and that means, gas, oil, Gazprom, all of these government entities. They're going to be banned from exporting their natural resources to unfriendly nations. And this does a couple of things. The first thing it does is that it protects the natural resources of Russia: gas, oil, metals, fertilizer, wheat. All of these vital natural resources will now be protected and will be at the disposal of the Russian people. And anything that they wish to export will go to friendly nations and not to unfriendly nations. And so that's the first thing it accomplishes, is that it preserves Russia's sustainability, the fact that it can survive. Perhaps the only country in the world that can survive completely on its own natural resources without any need to actually import anything from the outside. So that's important. But the other thing that it accomplishes, this export ban, is that it really sticks it to the unfriendly nations, doesn't it? Because it's the unfriendly nations that their main goal, the reason that they want to get into Russia all of these decades, is so that they can get their hands on Russia's natural resources. They've wanted these natural resources for God knows how long, and they actually had them in the 90s. In the 90s, they got their grubby hands on Russia's gas and oil and all of these things. These were the Yeltsin years, right? The Soviet Union broke up, and Yeltsin came into power, and the carpetbaggers from the West moved in, and they started to pillage and plunder everything that they could, and they got everything cheap, and a lot of billionaires were made, a lot of oligarchs were minted, a lot of criminals as well, and it was just a very, very bad time for Russia. And the country was on the brink of collapse until a guy named Vladimir Putin came into power, and then things started to change. And the collective West has never forgiven Putin for taking away their easy money. They have never forgiven him. But yeah, it really sticks it to the collective West, doesn't it? In a really, really big way. Leave it to Putin to troll them in this type of way. I mean, he is just basically saying, you know what you have wanted all of these decades, the thing that is driving you to hate us so much, the thing that is driving you to want to destroy us, our natural resources, well, that's the one thing that I'm going to take away from you forever now. And You know that the globalists are just seething from this announcement, from this decree. So, India, Pakistan, Turkey, China, of course, Vietnam, and so many other, Brazil, South Africa, countries that are friendly to Russia, Argentina. So many countries that are on the friendly list are going to benefit in a big, big way. They're going to have access to Russia's natural resources. The people of Russia are going to know that their natural resources are safeguarded, and they're winning. They're winning. These friendly countries are winning. The people of Russia are winning, and the EU, the collective West, the United States, especially the EU, God, Europe, man, are they losing. They are losing big, and the globalists are going to be really pissed off at this move from Putin. Really, really pissed off. That's why you're getting all of these rumors that Putin has cancer and Putin's on steroids in order to deal with his cancer. He has a thyroid problem. That's why you're getting all of this news, because they're just building these ridiculous narratives. Now, does Putin have cancer? I doubt it, but it's possible, I guess. But I think this is more mainstream media nonsense. I mean, the guy looks fine. To me, he looks like the Putin I've always seen in speeches and in videos. And it seems like he has more energy than ever, to be quite honest. Is he stressed? Probably. He's probably working damn hard. Let me read you an article. Just so you know the type of narratives and fake news that the collective West builds. Let me find it here. This is from MSNBC. Give me 1 second here. Here we go. The title says, what is that noise? Every time I film, there's noise. Let me sit down, actually. The harbor here in Bafos is freaking amazing. Really, really nice. 1 sec, let me sit down. All right, from MSNBC. Here's what the title says. Putin cancer surgery rumors swirl over alleged report from Kremlin insider. Vladimir Putin is allegedly about to undergo cancer surgery, with rumors continuing to build about his health following his invasion of Ukraine. The claim about the Russian president was made on a Telegram social media channel purportedly run by a former Russian Foreign Intelligence Service Lieutenant General using the pseudonym Viktor Mikhailovich. In a claim reported by the New York Post, the channel said Saturday that surgery might put Putin out for a short time, during which he will transfer control of the Russian government to the Secretary of Russia's Security Council, Nikolai Patrushev. A recent report by Russian investigative outlet The Project said the Russian president had been examined by a cancer doctor 35 times in the last few years. Video footage of Putin appearing in public with his hands shaking and gripping a table during a meeting with his defense minister, Sergei Shoigu, has added to speculation about his condition. Okay, it's a short article, but I mean, this is such a short article, but listen to the words. Vladimir Putin is allegedly about to undergo cancer surgery. Rumors continuing to build about his health. The claim was made on a Telegram channel, purportedly run by a Russian Foreign Intelligence Service lieutenant who uses a pseudonym. My God. My God. In a claim reported by the New York Post, the channel said surgery might put Putin out for a short time. And because Putin was sitting on a chair and supposedly gripping the chair, shaking his hands and gripping the chair, gripping the table during a meeting, then this has added to the speculation. So, my God, it's clown world. It is. This should be clown world. This segment should be clown world. Anyway, let's do a clown world, and I'll wrap up this video. This will be a quick video. The clown world has to do with this Ukraine official, Danilov, he's actually did a video about him in the morning. He was the guy that threatened Hungary. He came out with a statement and he said that Ukraine will never sign a peace agreement. Never, ever, ever. And he said that with Russia, we can only sign an act of its capitulation. The sooner they do it, the better it will be for their country. That's what he said. No peace agreement, never. And this guy Danilov is Ukraine's National Security and Defense Council chief, NSDC. With Russia, we can only sign an act of capitulation. Capitulation. Those are the terms now being floated to Russia. There will be no peace agreement. There will be no diplomacy. The only thing that the Zelensky government, the Zelensky regime will sign is capitulation. So Dmitry Medvedev, who is the deputy chair of Russian Security Council, he used to be the president as well. He was always thought to be very soft and very much someone who liked Europe and the United States. Boy, were we wrong about Medvedev. He is an absolute beast. He is hawkish. He is super hawkish. He basically said that, no, he didn't basically say, this is his quote, Zelensky does not need any peace treaty. For him, peace is the end, he said on his Telegram channel. So Medvedev said, that is why Zelensky in the future will keep begging the West for money and weapons, trying to prove he is still in the game, that he is the hope of the liberal world, that he is the last stronghold of European democracy, which a bear in a cotton padded jacket wants to tear apart. Interesting quote. Yeah, Medvedev is basically saying that if Zelensky even dared to talk about peace, he would be toast. That's why he's not going to talk about peace. He's not going to sign any peace agreement. So Medvedev said that Zelensky would imitate concern for Ukrainians, periodically positioning them as a human shield against the Bandera followers. He really had some strong words. There is no other way for Zelensky to remain in office. That is, if the office itself remains, Medvedev concluded. I'll put the entire quote, the entire TASS article, which has the full Telegram post from Medvedev. Basically, what Medvedev is saying is that if Zelensky agreed to peace, he would be taken out by the NAZIs. He can't agree to peace. He can't even make a decision because he's just a puppet. And he's a coward at that because he uses human shields to protect himself while putting his own citizens in danger. You know, Medvedev is, the guy's hawkish. He turned into this really hawkish, maybe he always was, but he's turned into a real hawkish guy through this conflict. So anyway, that is the clown world. The real clown world to all of this is the fact that this Ukraine official, this Danilov guy, is basically coming out and saying Russia needs to capitulate now, bow down and surrender to Zelensky. I don't know. What do you all think? Do you see Putin bowing down and surrendering to Zelensky, or Russia surrendering to Ukraine? I'll do a video tomorrow where I update everything that's going on the ground, and I'll try to do a good recap, a good outline summary as to what's going on in Ukraine. But for now, I don't see Russia having any need whatsoever to capitulate. That's for sure. Why would you capitulate when you're winning? And if Ukraine is winning so much, then why all the weapons? Why does Boris have to send 375 billion more in military aid? Why do you need the 33 billion from Biden? Why are you sending 50-year-olds to the front line? Why are you drafting people from all the way in the far west of the country, like in towns like Kutsk, to go to Donbass all the way in the east if you're winning? Why do you do all these things if you're at the point where the only thing that can save Russia is capitulation? I think the Zelensky regime is planning their escape to London. That's what I think is going to happen. They're talking all this nonsense, and pretty soon they're going to be on a plane to London to live in these very big mansions that have already been prepared for them by the Boris Johnson government. Anyway, guys, I'll leave it there. This was a short...
Great show.
Thank you.
So much.
Thank you.
Love it. Love it. Watching
You don't mind if you're on video?
Sorry?
You don't mind if you're on video?
No.
Okay. Say...
Love it every day.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Very good.
Appreciate it.
Well, we've seen you here in Limassol before. Larnaca first and now Limassol, right?
Okay, yeah, well, yeah, and I just arrived literally just a few hours ago.
Why Limassol?
I'm trying to show as much of the island as I can.
Right, so we go in Limassol in a couple of days.
Well, I was in Limassol, I'm here, and then I'm going to probably go to Larnaca.
Will you?
Yeah, maybe Protaraya, Napa, I'm not sure. I have to see what time. You're going to go to Limassol. Great. Yes. Let me. Okay. Let me. I'm going to say hi to someone over there. I'm going to finish the video and then I'll come back.
Do your clown world and come back.
Yes, I'm just finishing up the cloud world actually. Thank you. All right, everybody. So that is the video, and I will leave it there. Bafos is a fantastic place, and just great people as well. So take care. Bye bye.